Are you a lifelong fan of General Hospital?
Are you a new fan who wants to know more about the history of the show?
Do you enjoy talking about the show with others?
Do you find yourself yelling at the TV?
Is your self-care an hour a day in Port Charles?
If so, we invite you to join hosts
Amanda Kimmel
and Shannon Coach at the place where all the hidden conversations take place and secrets are revealed.
Meet us at Pier 54,
a General Hospital fan podcast.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to the General Hospital recap. What was it? The 20th through 23rd? Because there wasn't.
Right.
We had a nice Valentine's Day episode for Christmas Eve.
I didn't even bother to look.
I didn't either, but I didn't watch it because it wasn't on Hulu because they don't do that.
Right.
But, oh, you know what? I didn't actually even look to see if
it wasn't on Hulu when I watched them all yesterday.
In fairness, they also weren't on Hulu. Yeah, you're welcome.
That was all you.
It really was because Hulu support even tweeted back to me and said, sorry, it should be fixed now.
I was happy that you discovered that because I had only watched Monday. And so Friday I was catching up. It wasn't yesterday. I was catching up. Friday I was catching up. And then you messaged me and were like, Fridays isn't here, but none of the rest of the week is either except for Monday. And I was like, oh no, this is going to be an interesting podcast when I haven't watched what we're supposed to be talking about.
So they showed this year's Valentine's Day.
Mm.
So not even
an old favorite. They should have showed an old Christmas episode.
I mean, we already didn't really honor Alan on the show. Why not show one of the ones? If you want to have an opinion about it, it's all over Twitter. Just go there. But speaking of Twitter, Johnny Wactor did a 10-part tweet.
Oh my gosh.
That I am going to read. Because then Sofia Mattsson also posted something on Instagram that really do put it in perspective.
Okay.
Regarding Liam.
Why we needed a dead baby at Christmas? Go ahead.
Well, so this is Johnny Wactor's Twitter. I want to thank everyone for being so invested in watching Liam's journey. It's obviously an incredibly painful story that has left many of you with the question, simply put, why? Why tell a story of two new parents with a shaky foundation, but who have hope to maybe be something together, and then they take away the greatest gift they've ever had before they even get to truly cherish and nurture that gift, their baby boy Liam. Why this story during one of, if not the roughest times in many of our personal lives? Why during the holidays? Especially when General Hospital is many of yours escape, an escape that is expected to provide joy in the time of need. I won't speak on timing, appropriateness, etc., but I will offer my speculation from my end as a player in the telling of the story. We tell stories that are oftentimes extreme, rare, and worst-case scenario. These stories are painful to watch and painful to play. This story about Liam is especially devastating due to the child's innocence and unfair circumstances. Imagine the pain of those families that have suffered these circumstances in their own real lives. This story is for them, to show them that we see them, that something so terrible and seemingly uncommon and unbelievable can be recognized by the storytellers they watch, and they get to see their story shared with millions of viewers. Perhaps that brings some comfort in some way, being seen, and perhaps as not so gentle encouragement to people everywhere to be grateful for the things we do often take for granted, one of them being life, our own life and the life of our loved ones, especially during the holidays. I'm going to cry.
Mm-hmm.
So often we get caught up in buying gifts and receiving gifts and prioritizing such as the most important part of the holidays, when really the most important is being with those you love and are still with you on these holidays. Life is precious and fragile, and death, although inevitable for everyone, can also be unexpected. So I share not because it's the right answer to the question why. There is no right answer. This is just my speculation and my understanding. And I think the conversations are geared towards understanding are far more productive and helpful to everyone than a conversation where the goal is to be right. I hope my understanding of Liam's story is helpful. That is all. Again, I am so thankful to all of our fans for watching. The kind praise and truly just honored to have sparked such fervent conversation with this story. I hope to bring someone some undisputed joy in the storylines to follow. Much love and happy holidays. That was so perfectly said.
That was.
And then he retweeted a GoFundMe that said, "This is one of those moments where the devastating stories on TV reflect in real life. Demarie Williams was born 12/12/21, more than 3 months premature, and is presently in the NICU. Please help him and his young mother if you can. Any tiny bit helps. I know they'll be grateful."
Wow.
So that was just really sweet.
That was really sweet.
Oh. And then he was on a podcast too, but I didn't get a chance to listen to that. But then Sofia Mattsson shared a beautiful picture of her. I'm sorry. She's got a chunky little baby and he is adorable.
So cute.
But she is so tiny.
I know.
You would not expect. I mean, he has those. He looks like the original Gerber baby.
Yes.
I'm sorry. He's adorable. After every day of filming my current storyline on GH, I quickly hurried home and hugged my little baby so hard. And while I felt such extreme gratefulness to have him be so healthy and happy, my heart was still breaking for everyone who goes through similar experiences to Sasha and Brando or loss of any kind in real life. I'm extra reminded this holiday to hug the ones I love and never take a day for granted. He has her eyes, though.
He's so cute.
So we did share that on our Instagram, but you can also go to her Instagram, and that entire post for Johnny Wactor made sense. And I looked it up. Stone died right before Thanksgiving. I knew he died in November.
Right.
He literally died like the Friday before Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what we didn't have then? Social media.
That doesn't mean that everyone wasn't thinking that it was awful, but
it wasn't perpetuated. It wasn't.
Yes.
Social media has its good and its bad.
I agree. There was never a good time for that storyline. It just felt extra sad.
Well, the least they could have done was actually, I don't know, maybe have Christmas this year. Did we just have Christmas in Port Charles? I don't think we did.
They had it. It was done and over.
Yeah, in a minute.
Yeah.
But we didn't have it how we typically have it. Like, there was no reading of the Christmas story. There was no... Even the year that Liesl did the Krampus story. Like, come on, that was...
Yep.
The year that...
Something, anything. The most you got was the kids standing in line for Santa.
No, Lucy got a little bit more.
I was upset that she started climbing on him thinking that he was Kevin.
I was going to ask you. She thought he was Kevin.
Yes. She thought he was Kevin.
Not cool, Lucy.
No. You know that he's married and he is not your doc anymore. So get off.
I do like that she still calls him doc, though. However.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. When,
She's like, he did a great job. I'm going to go sit on his lap. And then climbed up and was like, and how do you look at someone, if you have that kind of interest in someone, how do you look at them, even with the beard on, and get through that many sentences without realizing, wait, this is not the person I thought it was?
Especially since she was married.
Yes.
To Kevin.
Right.
You still know their general essence.
Right.
You know? And, I mean, they do have different colored eyes.
Mm-hmm. Might notice that, too.
There's that.
Yeah. But I liked where the storyline went.
Yes.
I was very excited to see some
I didn't
steaminess.
know if I was overthinking it, though, that she was hitting on Doc. No, she was totally hitting on Doc.
Oh, she was totally hitting on Doc.
Yeah,
but...
Laura's probably going to have something to say about that.
Right, exactly. How did you
How does Martin not have something to say about that? Who did you think I was?
Exactly. How did you go from hitting on my husband to sleeping with my brother?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but I love Lucy, so I love all of her stuff. So that is going to be the best.
I like that he Googled her.
Yes. And I like that she's like, we can't go to breakfast. I'm in the same outfit I was in yesterday. And he's like, that's okay. I'll wear the same outfit too. Adorable.
He's lucky that he has a beard, though, because that could have been traumatizing.
Yes. Traumatizing for the kids. Well, I didn't like the fact that Kevin walked in and said hi, and then Laura came, so he walked away, and then she had Martin come in, but for a minute, there was two Santas in the same nurses station area. Yeah. That's not okay. You cannot do that.
And I love Laura.
But really,
she would not have done that.
No.
I don't feel like the Laura that, like,
she would have
like, Santa, let's get this line moving.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. Or she would have waited at the end of the line and been like, is it my turn now,
exactly,
Santa?
Right.
Or something like that.
Yep.
Not pulled him away from it.
Yep. So I had very mixed feelings. I'm glad to know that it was not just me pretending that that's what Lucy was doing.
She absolutely was. You don't sit on somebody's knee like that and not be hitting on them unless you're a child asking for a Christmas present.
Thinking it was Kevin.
Yeah.
Not just hitting on Santa.
Nope. She thought it was Kevin.
That's not okay. And he's never given her any, it's not, if it had been Scotty,
Right.
If you are newer to knowing Scott Baldwin, this will
He
not
was a
make
slime
sense.
ball.
This will not make sense, especially now with him with Liesel. Like, there is no way.
No, he would
But-
not cheat on Liesel.
But it would have made sense.
Mhm.
Even with him with Liesel, that was her relationship with Scotty, was they were always going after each other at the wrong time.
Yes.
So that would have made sense for her to be like, oh, Scotty Santa. Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
But not
no,
Kevin.
not Kevin.
Nope.
Kevin's very straight-laced.
Yes.
Ish.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
And his wife just got back to town. It's not even like, again, not an excuse, but okay, if Laura's gone for who knows how long, then maybe Kevin's getting a little lonely and you're trying to go there, which you shouldn't, but maybe that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
But she literally just saw Laura. Come on.
Right. Exactly.
Not okay.
Yep.
But yeah, I liked her and Martin hooking up and being all flirty and cute. And
It's going to be fun to see where it goes.
Yes, exactly.
Yep,
That was the highlight of the week for me.
Speaking of Laura coming home, first she went to go see Cyrus.
Yes. Who's pretending like he's changed. Give me a break.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
No.
He did say it was not him who tried to have them.
Okay, that's the same
But
as
she believed it, though.
It
was Victor.
No. Okay, yes, it was Victor, but him saying that because we know him is the same as Sonny saying that he didn't have someone go after Peter. He technically didn't. It was one of
So you think that
Miss
Cyrus and
Lou's.
Victor are in cahoots?
I don't know if they're in cahoots, but I don't think that if he let someone else go after them, he knew that someone else was going after them, so he didn't have to get his hands dirty. It wasn't he's suddenly changed and not going to go after them.
I don't think he had any knowledge of that was happening. I think that Victor did exactly what Victor said he did. He hid behind somebody else's and snuck in and took advantage of the situation and was like, oh, hey, I can go get this taken care of, but it's going to get pinned on somebody else because that's why they were in hiding.
Right.
Yeah. I was expecting Rice Plaza to blow up, though.
Why?
Because Victor went. He was so adamant about, oh, we have to go to the tree lighting. We have to go to the tree lighting. I'm not saying I'm disappointed that it didn't blow up, but that's just where I thought.
Shannon wants the whole town to go boom.
No, that's really where I thought, especially after, because it was after we found out that he had tried to have Laura killed.
Okay.
And then he met Ava, and then he was like, but we have to go to the tree lighting. We have to go. Laura's going to be there. We have to go. So I thought something was going to happen there.
Oh, okay. No,
that's
I figure...
the only Christmas we got.
Right.
The tree lighting.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Yep.
No kids.
Nope.
Oh, no. I mean, I guess we saw Scout and
we saw
Scout
them...
starting her own little partridge family.
So cute. We saw them talking about Christmas, or we got to see, Sam's kids open up the music instruments, but that was just like a split second.
Right.
That wasn't Christmas at Sam's house. That was Christmas at Grandma's.
Right.
Very odd.
Yeah.
I didn't get it. And Avery and them talked about Christmas, but you didn't see any of it.
Mm-hmm. No one read the Christmas story.
Nope.
There was no epiphany reading the Christmas story.
Again, I would love to kind of understand their timeline because you have Santa there asking the kids what they want.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have other people celebrating Christmas. Was Santa there on actual Christmas? Because they weren't handing out presents. They were just handing out treat bags.
But he was seeing the kids in the hospital.
And all they get's a treat bag?
In these times, everything has to be individually packaged.
Oh my gosh. There's still like Toys for Tots and stuff. I would have thought that we had an actual present.
They didn't have a Toys for Tots. They usually have that sign in the background.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing it.
I don't remember seeing it either.
Oh.
But in real life, we still have Toys for Tots and all that you can hand out presents. So I would think the kids at the hospital would get a present when they sat on Santa's knee.
Wow. I don't remember seeing that sign.
Mm-mm.
It's usually hanging around the nurse's station.
Yep.
Huh. Yeah, because Nina's trial already started. So we're already past.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. We're into next week, even though it's not next week.
I feel like last week was really long. Like I'm reading my notes and I'm like, it felt like such a big gap in between.
You just got like snippets of
days.
time and then it was done. All right. What's your next note?
Well, I was going to say, I was just going back to Monday when I don't think Brook Lynn really realized what she was saying to Willow until, because I don't think, does she actually know that Willow didn't get to say goodbye to Jonah? Because she kind of recovered afterwards, but I still felt like Willow had to explain to her story. that she didn't really get to say.
I feel like Brook Lynn was taking it from someone who has not gone through that situation before, and you gave your baby up for adoption, so you say bye when you give your baby up for adoption, and that's the final step.
Okay.
And Willow's like, no, you still assume your child's going to go on and live forever.
Right.
And so I didn't get to say goodbye to him at the final time. And that was what their conversation kind of was describing
I thought that they had a good
difference.
moment this week. I felt like Willow kind of like chilled out a little bit.
Right. And Brook Lynn was being sincere. Like, I'm so sorry.
Absolutely.
I don't know how anyone deals with that. I did think it was a little much that Brando and Sasha went over to Sunny's, though. I'm sorry. I totally get that she needs to feel like part of a family and not alone and whatever, but major surgery and lost her baby.
That's kind of where I was. I was like, how is she physically?
Right. I just want to go home and go to bed. I will visit with you guys next week or something.
Or have her be at home, comfy, cozy, and on the couch, and they come over and say, we're not going to stay long. We just wanted to check on you, bring you some food.
Or if they would have even offered to have them stay there, because I'm sure Sunny has nurses and whatever that could come in and check and make sure she's okay.
Right.
But on the way home from the hospital after your C-section and after dealing with the loss of your child, we're going to stop by a Christmas party.
Well, Liam was almost a month old.
Was he?
He was born November 19th.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So, I mean, it had been.
Yeah. No,
she'll agree. There's still. But she was past the 2-week mark that they typically make you wait for things after having a baby.
But that was totally unrealistic then, too. Because even if your baby stays in the hospital for a month, you don't stay in the hospital for a month.
Unless you have problems.
Right.
Yeah.
And she didn't have problems that would have warranted her staying home.
Even with the placental abrasion.
I don't think it would be a whole month.
Whatever happened?
A placental abruption. Yeah.
Okay, abruption. I don't know. Because that would just comes out after.
Right. That's, I mean, if anyone knows how it works a little bit better, please explain. But I know.
Sorry if this is like TMI, but like when you give birth.
Right. They're like kicking you out of the hospital a day or two later.
Yeah, depending on the time of day. You're kicked out either the next day or. Yeah.
Yeah. So with a C-section, I think you get an extra day or two, but that's it.
Yeah. Because the placenta does come out after birth, no matter how that birth has occurred.
Exactly.
So even given, unless it caused damage to, but then I feel like we would have been told
that
it
there was
caused
a chance
damage around other things. Okay.
Whew. Yeah. So they kept talking about that 72 hours. And then it was like, well, can't we put the blanket back on him for another 72 hours? We would make you think they were one right after the other. But then we had a whole month.
So I guess maybe we say that this was only 2 weeks.
Maybe.
That the past month was only really 2 weeks. So that way it actually fits. Maybe they let her stay. I don't know.
No, in real life, they don't let you stay. Nobody has that good of insurance, as far as I know.
Unless there was something wrong with her.
Right. Yeah. Right. So I don't like that whole timeline. But anyway. Yeah, no matter what, on the way home from the hospital, I do not feel like you feel like stopping at 20 million houses. So I did like Gladys's response to the car seat. That was perfect. The way she threw it in the trunk and was all like mad sad. I was like, yes, Gladys, thank you.
I was ready for her to like throw it across
in the dumpster there or something. Yeah.
Like, and just really what I wanted to see her do was to like open the trunk and get like the tire iron and beat the crap out of it.
That would have been
frustration.
Good. Yeah.
Because
that would have been great.
Because she has a lot of feelings that she has to deal with too. Right. There's so many emotions that have to be dealt with in all of this.
But, and I think that's the part that I really hope that they follow through with, like we talked about before. Because if the story was to bring awareness to an awful situation that truly does happen to people, then let's see all of it, even though it's not a fun storyline.
Right.
Don't just forget next week that this happened.
Well, I feel like they've already started to kind of do that because Brando offered to leave.
Yeah.
And to be like, listen, I understand if it's too painful to stay with me.
Right.
But now they love each other.
They do. They're so cute. I hope they do stay together.
They are who people were hoping Michael and Willow would be. No, they are. Oh, yeah. They are totally hands down. The surprise super couple is Sasha and Brando.
Yes.
They're awesome.
They are.
They're just...
No, they play perfectly together.
And I didn't mean that like as a knock, but I mean like...
No, just the sparks. Yeah, they just have that spark
Yeah.
where they're lovey together and they're sparks, and whenever they're fighting, they're still sparks.
Yep.
All right, what else did you write? Because you took super
I did.
long notes.
Carly complaining about what Brad did, and yet what did she do to AJ? Okay.
I don't know what else to say except breathe in, breathe out.
And hers was premeditated and intentional. Again, Brad's was done in grief and was just got himself at a point of no return, but continually had questions of, so how am I going to get out of this? How am I going to make it known that this is not the correct...
Right. The only way that Carly's going to defend it is that AJ was awful and that Michael was not. So they shouldn't have taken Michael's baby, but taking AJ's was justified because he was an alcoholic and blah, 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 blah.
Right.
Which is not justification, but
Nope.
in Carly's world, anything justifies whatever she wants.
Sonny looking at Michael when he tells him, I handled Ms. Wu. Sonny's like, boy, you just put a target on your back.
Exactly.
Oh.
And once again, I can't save you because I already made a deal with the woman and you were
Right.
told to fall in line.
Exactly. I am glad that he really is like reiterating that, like, you need to stop.
Yes. Who knows when Michael will actually get it, though. We saw the new Charlotte this week.
We did.
I was sad to see the old Charlotte go, but she was okay for the part that they gave her. Like, they didn't
Yes.
age her up crazy or anything like that.
No.
And it was sweet that she brought a present for Bailey still.
It is. And that she understands. Not gonna lie, I'm glad that we didn't have to see that.
Yeah. That would have been heartbreaking.
I so thought that Brook Lynn was going to tell him, though.
She was so close.
But she basically left it.
Yeah.
She basically left it as okay, this conversation's not over. However, I understand you have to take Charlotte to her
yes.
other Christmas things.
And he totally got it because he turned around and was like, yeah, this conversation is not over. So
yep.
She's going to tell him. She has to tell him.
It's going to be the New Year thing.
There you go.
It's going to be on our recap. Which, by the way, guys, we are finishing Alan Quartermain this Thursday. What? Promise. Even if it goes a little over an hour, we are finishing Alan this week. So that leads us to our very first episode of 2022 is going to be our recap for 2021. We want to hear from you. What is your favorite memories, moments, whatever in 2021? And what do you hope for 2022? We're going to post it on social media, or you can email us at peer54podcast@gmail.com. And we will recap the year. The good, the bad, the ugly, the dead, the not dead, the back from the dead.
Right.
The recast, the storylines that went nowhere.
Ugh.
We cover it all.
Yep.
And that was your commercial. But no, I really, honest to goodness, thought that she was going to tell him. So I think we're done with Yuri.
I know. He left that bottle of champagne or whatever.
Non-alcoholic because he knows Monica doesn't drink.
So nice.
Which she mentioned Alan.
Mm-hmm.
With the mulled cider.
Yes.
I've made mulled cider though, and I can tell you it's one of the only, like, I've never put alcohol in it. I've just always made.
Oh.
Yeah. So not gonna lie, I was kind of like, oh cool, we can put alcohol in there. Then I start thinking, what would go best? I think a gin. I think gin would go best in there. She brought vodka. I personally think gin would be best in there. But
okay.
Mm-hmm. It was a little bit.
We can add it to our cookbook, our after dinner drinks.
We can have the Monica mulled wine or cider and the Alan mulled cider.
There you go.
But she sat down on the steps and was going through the photo album with Danny.
Mm-hmm.
Would have been another great opportunity to share about Alan.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like they have not been given these chances.
So many chances.
To pay respect to what we just spent 3 months doing.
Right.
It's all about us.
Mm-hmm.
It is. It is truly all about us.
No, he deserved a tribute, and any of these times would have been easy to throw in there.
I did see on social media, though, someone mentioned about, can they not pay the actors? Can they not afford to pay the actors who are in those old clips? However, I mean, we can't just throw together, hey, your grandfather used to read the Christmas story every year. It was the thing that he loved the most to do at the hospital, and show Alan just
Right.
one episode of
Exactly.
Alan just reading the Christmas story, or a picture.
Right.
Show a picture of, oh, hey, you're probably too young to remember this, but look at, there you are, and there's your grandfather reading you the Christmas story at the hospital with all the other little kids.
Exactly.
Because I'm sure Danny was there at some point.
He had to have been.
No. How old's Danny? No. Alan died when... Nope, that was Jake. I was going
to say, what? He knew Danny.
No. Jake's older than Danny?
Is Jake older than Danny? Yeah.
Because Danny is Sam's.
It's Aiden's that's younger.
Yeah.
I'm confusing Aiden and Jake.
Because Liz was pregnant with Jake when Alan died.
Yes.
And we'll get into this on Thursday. So no.
Oh,
so that would have been even better to have. But he's going to ride a motorcycle like his dad.
Yeah, that scares me. I don't like motorcycles.
I don't like them either. I'm just saying, I like I don't know.
I liked that he said that he had to beg Santa for the leather jacket.
Mm-hmm.
That was cute.
Yes.
It was very cute.
I liked it.
Oh, and I liked that Brook Lynn took Bailey over to see Maxine. That was so sweet.
But is someone just going to fill Obrecht in here? Because she's the only one in that room, and they are all making eyes at each other.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't decide if Obrecht should know or not. Because I feel like she will then promptly go to the hospital and kill Peter, because she's not going to care about going to jail.
Right.
I can't believe that she told Scott about Nina and
Sunny.
Sunny.
I know. She's like, I have the information you need for the case. Here you go. What? Stop.
So it's all going to come out on the stand.
Mm-hmm. I don't understand why it's that big of a deal. I quote unquote fell in love with someone when I didn't know who I was. They didn't even hook up.
But do you think that Michael's going to get mad at her for not telling him?
Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
And she didn't agree with the fact that Michael should have paid off that.
See, I think everyone's going to be mixed up because of it being New Year's. So Brook Lynn is going to tell Valentin why she was having Bailey.
Okay.
And then that's going to create sparks between them. That's going to cause...
Between Brook Lynn and Valentin?
Yes.
Like romantic sparks?
Right. That's going to cause issue with him and Anna. But then it's also going to cause issue with Brook Lynn and Chase, because then Willow and Michael are going to be having issues, and that's going to put Willow back on Chase's doorstep.
Oh.
And so then we're going
to
be like,
Chase wants Brook Lynn.
Right.
We think.
I think he does. They almost kissed. And then she's like, I can't even talk to you now because I feel so flustered around you.
He got her a meditation app.
Yeah, what the heck?
I mean, in fairness, what can he possibly get her?
No, don't buy me an app. Come on.
It was a meditation app. Those things aren't cheap. And she needs to chill.
No.
Yeah, she does.
She does need to chill, but no. Don't buy me an app. Oh my gosh. So yeah, that's my prediction. We're all going to end up in a
But where are they in their relationship? You know, that's probably what his thought was.
Where is anyone
Who
in the
are you to me? I am we've never slept together, yet I am the father of your child.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the appropriate gift for that? Here's an app.
Yeah, no.
Oh, we've never even kissed? Okay. We're friends, but we're maybe not.
He should have got her.
What do you get someone who can afford to buy themselves anything they want?
No. He should have done something cute. He should have bought her some popcorn and some movie candy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Chase, come on. You're better than that.
Or a new puzzle.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Or he could have had a personalized puzzle made up that was like, hey, I want to.
Aw.
Yeah.
Aw, and Chase would do that.
I know. Our good friend Chase. See? He could have done more than an app.
Did you tell our friend that he was in the Netflix Christmas movies?
No.
Because she asked me, she's like, hey, did you watch A California Christmas? I was like, uh-huh. And you know who that is? Detective Harrison Chase from General Hospital. And that's his wife. And they wrote it. And I was like, she wrote it and produced it and directed it.
Nope. I did not tell her.
Yep. She liked it.
Good.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he should have gotten her a puzzle. I like that.
See?
Yeah.
How about Rocco getting all defensive whenever Drew was like, we can go to a game. My dad and I are taking him. All right, calm down, bro.
Yeah. And that's where I kind of got a little bit confused, because it's not like, this is what we've been talking about, though. We've missed Dante maybe bonding with the boys.
Right.
You know?
Right. They give you that one clip of them watching the parade, and it's like, oh, they've been a happy family for months, but we never saw any of that.
Right. And I know a lot of it is just because of how they have to film now, but still.
Again, it would be nice if we just filled in with conversation.
Right.
We just got back from going to blah, blah, blah. Or
Right.
we need to go because we're meeting so-and-so.
The reason why, I don't know, Georgie and James were not around on Christmas Eve was,
Right.
well, Spinelli just took Georgie home, and James was so worn out from dinner at Mac and Felicia's.
Right. Yep, just a couple lines would make it all make sense.
Yep. Because that is, like, real life. Like, your kids are exhausted.
Oh, yeah.
Especially Christmas Eve. She could have come out and been like, James is so excited for tomorrow morning, you know?
Yep.
And we all know babies don't keep time. So it's
They absolutely
understandable that Bailey would have been up.
Yeah.
So, yep. But back to Drew. Liz finally saw him.
Oh, hey, I heard you were back from the dead.
I just don't understand why she is the last when she was so important to both Jason and Drew. Yeah, she deceived Drew.
Right, but they still ended up being friends in the end.
Right.
No, all of that was an injustice to her. It's not fair.
No. Speaking of injustice, we finally get proof that the gun that shot Hayden was not John's, and all the anticlimacticness that came with it.
Right, right. We found some stuff in a pond, river, whatever. Now you're all clear. Thanks for that phone call.
Thanks, Nicholas, for making a call in a sizable donation.
Yes.
To the nonprofit. And now Sean's going to run the invader and change the mission.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's going to be good.
Because he was an English teacher.
Mm-hmm.
So he is qualified to do these things.
Yes.
Well, okay. I don't necessarily mean that an English teacher has I don't know what the qualifications are, but it makes sense.
Right. It's in the same line of work.
Right. Okay.
Right.
I don't want to undermine
editors,
the qualifications that it takes to be, but it makes sense for him to be in that field.
Yes.
Okay.
And all the people who have been at the Invader, it feels like, have been there forever. So he's not starting a whole new company by himself that no one knows how to run.
Right. Well, but he pretty much is, though. If he's going to change the mission of it and take it from being a tabloid into being something that actually...
But you don't think that most of the people who worked there wanted that forever?
Probably not.
I mean, I think of Lulu working there and trying to write nice things
about cheese.
Peter being like, yeah, about cheese. And Peter being like, no, find the dirt if you want to be in this. So,
okay.
I hope that some of the other writers and people
there
behind
are
the
sleazy
scenes...
journals, though.
No, really?
We had a huge conversation about this yesterday with my son, actually. But, well, just about how some...
Sounds like a great Christmas conversation.
Not to get into reality check already. However, we introduced him to Die Hard. And the reporter goes to the house of the hostages. And then because of his actions, have you ever seen Die Hard?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. It is a Christmas miracle. Amanda has seen a movie. But so there's the scene when, Hans sees the kids on and then puts two and two together that Holly, and hold it. Okay. So is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
I'm with your son on this one, I guess, because it takes place during Christmas. But no, it's not.
No,
a Christmas
he actually,
movie.
yes, it is. And you want to know why? The number reason why that has been looked over that I've never seen.
Why?
Her name's Holly.
Oh my God.
There was a Holly in almost every single of those Hallmark movies.
So now it's a Hallmark movie.
No, I didn't say it was a Hallmark movie, but it sure as heck is a Christmas movie. There is caroling. They say Christmas all throughout it. It's a Christmas party. Is Home Alone a Christmas movie?
No.
Okay, so you're at least consistent then.
They take place during Christmas, but they're not Christmas movies.
What is a Christmas movie to you?
It's centered around Christmas, not all this other side stuff that just happens. So GH this year would not be a Christmas movie.
Well, it's a soap opera.
GH.
They had a Christmas episode.
No.
It was just not what we were used to.
No, if I had to categorize it, GH this year would not be a Christmas movie.
Okay.
If it was a movie. But the years that they did the reading of the story and you saw everybody opening presents and like eating and whatever, those would be Christmas movies.
Okay.
See? I make sense. Someone out there is with me.
No.
Someone out there is.
Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Okay. I'll let you be right because there's a lot of people who agree with you, but the people who agree with me that it's not a Christmas movie will just
Why?
secretly
Because
be
it's
right.
not all guess what? Terrorism happens no matter what the day.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But it's not a Christmas movie.
Yes, it is.
Christmas movies are supposed to make you feel warm and snuggly
Who
inside.
says? Who says?
All the people who are right.
I did feel warm and snuggly inside. Do you know what the greatest part of that movie is? The very end, when Al and John look at each other across, they finally see each other and lay eyes on each other and give each other a nice big man hug. There's even the warm and fuzzy happy ending.
Did you cry?
No.
Okay. It's not a Christmas movie because you cry at Christmas movies. I rest my case.
I do not. I did not cry did you watch Love Hard? I don't cry at Christmas movies. Actually, I don't think, because I think they're so predictable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Love Hard.
Netflix.
I think I did.
I feel like you would know if you did or not.
No, because I don't remember.
It was the girl who
names.
was catfished.
Yes.
Okay.
See, I did. I told you.
Yeah.
Duh.
Okay.
That was a cute movie.
Yes. Is Love actually a Christmas movie? Hi, this is our new podcast. Is it
a movie or not?
It's not. Is it a movie? Is it a Christmas,
Is it a Christmas movie?
Anyway, how did we even get... Oh, no. But the fact that journalist took it upon himself without thinking about what his actions could potentially be doing. There's
Bad
a lot
journalist.
of those.
There you go. I'm going to assume that most people at the Invader want to be good journalists, and if they don't, then they will be fired or let go or replaced in the Aurora Media family, even if that's not what it's called anymore.
I'm just picturing Sean in Die Hard now.
Oh my God.
Oh, okay. All right.
Anything else over there? The relevant.
Got a few things.
Good.
Violet telling Finn that Anna was late for their wedding. She's getting a little sassy here.
I mean, the girl speaks facts.
I mean, she does, but they are now to the point where they are...
It was nice that they met for tea. I like whenever people keep kids' relationships important.
Yes. But Anna trying to coax out of Finn what's going on with Liz, and then her kind of avoiding the questioning about Valentin and everything.
Mm-hmm.
A little weird.
Yeah. It's hard
But
to be
that's
friends
nice.
with someone that you dated, and they're trying.
But exactly. I'm like, it is nice to see them. Well, back to Victor and Ava, though, her totally calling him out on the nice English accent there.
Yes. She's like, that's a nice play up on everything.
I do like that they're at least addressing some of these inaccuracies.
How did he suddenly come up with a co-mayor and then she's bad? I've
It's a
never
deputy
seen
mayor.
this woman before in my life. No
Oh.
idea who she was when she was first on the screen. And all of a sudden, not only is she there like she's been there forever, but she's bad.
Well, mayors have deputy mayors.
Okay. But we've never met her before.
No, we've also never met any of the EMTs, but we have to assume that they're there because they always say ambulances are coming.
It's one person.
It's just like the cartoon. Well, you at least need 2 people for the stretcher.
I agree, but maybe not. Who knows?
Who knows?
I just felt like that was a story we could have got a little more
I agree.
a little more backstory on
I
there.
think we're going to, because I mean, obviously she's working with Victor, so
Mhm.
like, how does that happen?
I don't know. Oh, and then the teens are planning their getaway still. Getaway.
Yeah, because Victor got Spencer his sentence lightened that he actually does have to do a month.
Yes. I was glad they're
Do you
doing
think that Esme
something.
is actually going to try to have Spencer skip the country and go to Canada?
No.
I feel like that's kind of what she's trying to do.
I
But
don't
then
think
after
that's
seeing...
going to make any sense. And I don't think that Joss and them will.
I don't think that Spencer would do it.
No. Especially over a month. Like, why would you get in that much more trouble over a month?
Yeah. But him holding hands with Trina.
Mm-hmm. Trina needs to watch herself. Esme's evil.
Yes. Okay, that might really be all that I had.
Okay. I like how we ended with that. Esme's evil.
Oh, and then just Nina's court appearance that Scott's calling Willow to the stand.
Yeah. But until they really get into that, it's anticlimactic.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh,
I
yay.
think he's smart, though, because he got the prosecutor to actually be the one to
Right.
call her, not...
When Scott's trying, he can be a good attorney.
Is that good or manipulative? I mean, yeah.
Attorney manipulation's kind of the key to it. So
Yeah.
Reality check. All right. So how was your Christmas?
I kind of just gave my reality check.
We watched
Die Hard.
How was your Christmas? We watched a great Christmas movie called Die Hard. Okay.
It was a good week. I got together with 2 of my friends on Wednesday and we did our Christmas lunch and exchange of gifts. The one got me a serial killer cookbook that has recipes of many popular serial killers or death row inmates' last meals.
Very creative.
Which then the other one got me a facial steamer. And I'm like, both of these speak to me so much. And then the one who got me the serial killer book also got me a Baby Yoda. It's Grogu. I know that everyone knows Baby Yoda. Not everyone knows that its name's Grogu. Tumblr. And then the other one got me some friend stuff.
Oh, cute.
And I'm like, I am really diverse.
There you go. You got everything that you love.
But overall, I mean, I think it went really well. For the first time since my daughter's first Christmas in 2003, I had the kids Christmas Eve and Christmas Day all day.
Wow.
Didn't realize it until yesterday.
Wow.
I was like, wait, when was the last time that this happened?
My gosh.
Yeah. Because he and I separated when she was 6 months. So that was the only Christmas I had both of them.
Huh.
Yeah.
You're a better sharer than I am.
It's also court order. So you also stayed with your ex longer.
Yes.
I mean, we're almost 18 years. Oh my gosh.
That's crazy.
My separation's an adult. Almost.
Yes. Why I had them all the time is because him and I were together enough.
That helps.
There you go. We were together enough that I would have them Christmas Eve, and then Christmas Day he would just come over and join us Christmas morning, and then we would all go to his grandparents, and then I'd go to my family's. In the past couple years, since he has been remarried, they luckily already did Christmas Eve. I think I talked about this last year. They already did Christmas Eve as their Christmas. Like the morning of Christmas Eve was their Christmas. So I had them all day yesterday and it was great. So,
nice.
Yeah, I had a good Christmas too. Matt got me headphones, the fancy AirPod whatever. So I was like, I don't even know how to use these, but thanks, Matt.
Cool.
And I got sparkly earrings from Ryan.
Yay.
And I don't know, just other little things that I needed or whatever. But as a mom, the most fun is giving the presents. So I made Megan cry because she got her axolotl weird little animal thing that she wanted. And Matt got the PlayStation that he was not expecting. I was so convinced that he had
awesome.
An idea, and he opened it and it was like, how you look at your kids sometimes and you see them as little kids?
Uh-huh.
The look on his face was the same look on his face when he was 8 getting actually I guess he was younger than 8. Like 6 getting the PlayStation 2, and he got that for Christmas from us too. And it was the same face, like, oh my gosh. And he had little tears in his eyes. Sorry, Matt, didn't mean to call you out, but you did. And it was so cute.
Matt, I'm more impressed if you're listening to this. So thanks. Thanks for the support.
So yeah.
Yeah.
It's just fun to see them light up. So
I think so my daughter's never gone to a concert and she really likes HAR. And over the summer, she sent me a link to, I guess they're coming to Pittsburgh. And so I bought the tickets then. And so her big gift was the t-shirt, but then wrapped inside of it was the gift certificate saying you're going. She's like, oh my gosh, my first concert.
Aww.
So we're going to go to that in May.
That's awesome.
And got my son a mini fridge for under his bed at college because he doesn't have one.
Yeah.
And when I was in college, the room came with a mini fridge, but I guess it's his roommates. And he's like, yeah, you can share it, but
it's a mini fridge.
Yeah.
What are you putting in there?
Right. So
that's
we
good.
got him one that fits underneath should fit under his dorm bed. And then we just got he always wants art stuff. So he's really difficult to buy for because I could literally just go to Dollar Tree and buy all the sketch pads and the kid would be in seventh heaven. That's all that he wants.
It's so different as they get older because Megan is older, but she was stuck on this axolotl thing. So that was a fun gift. But then on the flip side, Emily got a new bed frame and she was equally as excited. It was just this is so not fun to give you the same way that this is.
Right.
So
he didn't ask for a fridge. So that's what he got. He loves Pocky, the Japanese.
Yes.
So we just fill a stocking with Pocky, and he is in heaven.
My kids love that stuff too. That's funny.
So it's they're easier to shop for, but
my hard one this time was Madeline because her birthday was just a couple weeks ago, and she's at that weird age where you don't want to buy too much more doll stuff because you don't know how much longer we're holding on to that, but you don't want to push her into being a teen because she's not there yet either. Right. And so she asked for LED lights from Santa for her room. And
my daughter got those too.
Oh,
she wants to redo her room.
Very excited. And I guess that's for every age because all of my kids have them now. And her big present from us were gym mats so that she can do all her gymnastics all over the place. And she was super, super happy with them. But
yeah,
I was like, yeah, there was nothing that I was like, yay, for her to open the same way with Megan and Matt. So,
Right. Maybe
Yeah.
next year.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. You can't just get something just to try to elicit. Like,
Mm-mm.
it has to be 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I was trying hard. Christmas Eve, we went out and we went to the pet store and they had cute little baby hamsters. And I was like, let's get that one a hamster just because I wanted that. Oh my gosh.
Right.
Gift. And
But does
Ryan
she even
was,
want one?
right.
No.
Ryan was like, and who's going to change the cage? And I was like, but I want that for right now. And he was like, yeah, no, we're not buying another pet because you want to, oh my gosh.
How many cats? How many
reaction.
axolotls? How many?
We only have 4 cats and 1 axolotl. And I bet if we get a second axolotl, it'll be his because he was in love with that thing all week, which was really funny. It was like a baby. Every couple hours he'd call. Did you check on little guy? Yes, he's still down there. It's fine.
Little guy. Hi, Ryan. I know you're listening.
Yes. So,
But yeah,
that was it. Fun Christmas. Hope everybody else had a great Christmas too, or whatever.
Like it was great.
Holiday.
Just,
yeah, it's over. It just goes too fast.
Yeah. I don't like it being on a weekend. I know that that's how the calendar works.
Right.
But it just doesn't feel like, because I mean, it's the day after.
Mm-hmm.
And I did everything that I typically do on a Sunday.
Right.
So there wasn't that extra day
Mm-hmm.
that you typically get
Right.
when it's, every 7 years, I guess we can deal with it this way though. All right. So join us on Thursday as we finish Alan Quartermain's time on General Hospital, unfortunately, but it's kind of a nice way to end the year.
Yes.
So
we will give him a tribute even if we do not feel like we got a proper one on GH.
yes. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So we hope you had a good Christmas and have a good week.
And we'll meet you at the pier.
Bye.
Bye.
If you enjoyed today's show, we invite you to go to peer54podcast.com to subscribe on your favorite platform. Don't forget to leave us a review. And you can also follow us on many social media channels. Just search for Peer54 Podcast. Also, we are not perfect, so if there is something that we missed or messed up, just let us know by emailing us at peer54podcast@gmail.com.